Hello and welcome, my name is Haas, and this is some more Overwatch Beta gameplay. This time we're playing Widowmaker, the other sniper. In the previous matches we were of course playing Hanzo, the master archer. This time we're actually playing a sniper with a sniper rifle. Although the interesting thing about Widowmaker, as you might have noticed, if I zoom out, it turns into a normal assault rifle, meaning she's actually quite good at closer ranges as well. Now we're playing on the Numbani map, as you can see on this beautiful sign in front of me, and one thing I immediately want to point out, if you're the attacking team, do not do this. Give it a few seconds, as I look at this sign here. There we go, immediate headshot on Reaper. If you're the attacking team, please do not immediately run out. They might have a Widowmaker, it's so easy to get a few headshots off at the start, if you're the defensive Widowmaker. I do have to back off here though, because, well, my team wasn't there, and I don't want to die to Roadhog and whatnot. As this Pharah is about to move in, I cannot go in and immediately headshot her, so I do have to move back. The sniper rifle does take a few seconds to actually wind up and do its full amount of damage, so I wouldn't have been able to kill Pharah there, as I try and hit this Roadhog. But yet again, Pharah, you can see her in the distance, she tries to pick me off. I do have to move back. I cannot charge up the sniper rifle quick enough to kill her. I do hit this Lucio though, who I can just finish off with a normal assault rifle. And as I try and move back up here, the abilities, this Pharah is being annoying. Yet again, the abilities for Widowmaker. First of all, she has a grappling hook, as you see me use it a few times here. Secondly, she has a toxic mine, which I placed right at the start, which does poison damage over time to your enemy and yourself if you're too close. It of course also reveals it when it goes off, when it explodes, or when it gets destroyed, so it's a very nice sensor ability as well. And her ultimate, which I now have charged, as you can see, is, well, recon vision. It's infrared vision that shows globally the position of every enemy on the map. It is incredibly useful. Like Hanzo, she has pretty much the same usefulness in terms of granting vision and being an actual sniper as I pick off this tracer. So the start, which you've seen by now, was very weird. The reason I jumped in on that control point over there was just to buy a few seconds. I thought I could actually take out Junkrat, but that didn't happen as I didn't count for the tracer at the side. But they did get the payload, so they're now spawning next to us, so we cannot hang around her, so we have to move back a little bit as I try and snipe this Pharah, but she gets the shield from Lucio, so that's never going to happen until that shield wears off, as my team gets completely pushed back. They cannot really go for me, luckily, while I'm on this statue, but I do have to move back. They could grab me with Roadhog, or they could just have Pharah fly and push me off, which all would be really bad for me as I try and do what Widowmaker does best, which is killing enemies as Zarya hits two of them with her ultimate, lining up the Pharah nicely for a nice headshot. I use the recon vision in order to see where they're actually at. And, well, as you can see, they're not really in a position for me to snipe them, although I probably could have hit this Lucio here. I don't quite do so, as we have to move back yet again, because our team is just getting pushed back systematically more and more. I do pick off this tracer, and I thought I would hit the Junkrat here. I'm not sure why I didn't actually hit him. Maybe I hit the bus or something. Either way, I didn't take Junkrat down as I hit this Pharah. Don't quite hit her the second time because I got pushed off the ledge. If I didn't get pushed off the ledge, I probably would have been able to kill her just fine there. As we are waiting for the enemy team to appear, I make two crucial mistakes. As soon as Pharah used her ultimate here, I do take her down, but I didn't need to wait for the sniper rifle to be charged up completely. As I try and take this Roadhog down, Tracer flanks us and kills her with her ultimate. I should have moved away from the road, although I thought I was out of range for the sticky bomb as soon as she placed it. I apparently wasn't. I could have used my hook to escape quickly. Or I could have just not been standing on the middle of the road. That was the first mistake there. Whatever, I respawn, I use recon vision in order to support my team. As you can see, it is global. I do not need to be anywhere near them in order to see them. You can see them everywhere on the map as soon as you use it for a nice amount of time. And the reason, by the way, that Pharah hit was a mistake, she didn't have that much time in between using her ultimate and me hitting her for her to heal up, so the likelihood of her actually being healed up completely wasn't really that high, so I could have just killed her with an uncharged sniper rifle, which is great at taking off enemies that are already hurt. As I move up here again with the hook, very nice for movement, I take out this Pharah, who does hit me in the face with a rocket, but luckily there's some healing on this location, a very nice location. As I see Reaper jump in, I don't quite kill him with the first hit, but the second hit takes him out while he uses ultimate as well. Meanwhile, this Roadhog appears and he does have to move back. Although he has a lot of health, headshots don't really care for your high health pool. They take you down just fine in like 2 or 3 headshots. He is dead, so he does have to move back. As he tries and appear again, he does get taken out here, and I have enough for recon vision, but I do see Reaper move in, and this is where things get pretty dangerous because Reaper is incredibly good at taking out snipers if you don't hit him immediately. As you can see, he took down our other Widowmaker, and as I try and kill him here, I thought I could get him with a few headshots, but I didn't quite headshot him here with the assault rifle, so I didn't quite take him down. You can actually see on the kill cam he goes down really low before he does end up killing me and heals up with his passive. I mean, a few things were really unfortunate during that fight. First of all, he healed up because he killed our other Widowmaker, so he of course has a passive where he gets health back. That was not a good thing for me. Secondly, he was smart enough to not go through the doorway where I had placed my spider mine. If he had done that, he definitely would have died during that fight. But that's just how it goes. Reaper is probably the second best counter to Widowmaker. The best counter to Widowmaker is another Widowmaker. Snipers are snipers' biggest threats. That's really your main goal if you are playing a Widowmaker and they have a Widowmaker, take down their Widowmaker. It's kind of funny that way, but it makes sense. Snipers are really good at taking out other snipers, of course. Here I have to move all the way back. And as I do so, I see a Roadhog who uses his ultimate and is just asking to get headshot. I see a Reaper, I also take him out, and I see a Tracer, might as well shoot her in the head as well, and I have enough for recon vision, so I do use it as I move all the way back to get healed up back in the safe haven. And as I do so, you can see the recon assists coming in. I really like playing snipers in this game because the vision is so incredibly useful, and they're the only classes that can do so. In fact, you can see the Junkrat coming in here. I do hit him, not quite a hit shot. I had hoped Tracer would move in and kill him, but maybe Tracer was wounded herself. Either way, she didn't go in. Maybe she didn't realize I had hit her. I do end up taking Junkrat down myself. And here we have yet again this corner, which is just annoying me with the low visibility. I do place a Spider-Man up there because I figure they're probably going to be using it, especially with the Pharah that they have. I try and hit them, but Lucio used his ultimate, so I can't really kill them. In fact, Pharah moves past there, and Reaper uses his ultimate, which takes down my Spider-Man. I don't think I actually hit Pharah with my Spider-Man this time around. I place another Spider-Man around the corner because they're about to move past here. And this is just, the visibility is so annoying once they can hide behind a payload. I do hit someone, but it doesn't end up killing him, and Tracer just rewinds as soon as I try and hit her. So nothing happens here as I try and take some pot shots at this Roadhog. I have to be very careful at the side here because Reaper can go in at any second here. I do use recon vision, and in fact you can see the Pharah is over there as Zarya uses her ultimate, so I do move in here. Lucio used his ultimate, so we're in no danger of dying. I could have just stayed back, but I saw the Pharah at the side, so I didn't really want her to flank me and kill me, but Pharah did get taken down herself, so I moved back to my favorite sniping spot. As they have about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to only move it 1 or 2 meters, you can see it right there. The circle over there is their victory. As I try and hit this Tracer, don't quite do so, as I am a little bit annoyed by my miss there. And I try and move in a bit because my entire team is moving in, so I can't really do much here. I run immediately into this Pharah, so that didn't work out. I try and hit her with the Spider Mine, do so, and with the Spider Mine and the Assault Rifle, she does go down. And now I have to move all the way back again because my team is moving back and the enemy team is moving over here. As I hear the Junkrat ultimate, I don't quite see where it's at. And they now have a Winston, which is even more annoying for me, because that shield is really quite the trouble. As you can see, I cannot hit Tracer now because of that shield, but I try and hit Winston instead for a bit. Winston does go down. Tracer escaped for now. And I see a Pharah moving in. I see her inside that corridor, so I can easily take her down. And now I have enough for my recon vision again. My recon vision reveals an enemy Pharah moving up towards me, so I can easily line up a shot. Not quite a headshot though, which I could have gone for. But this does the trick just fine. A quick shot, and the assault rifle takes her out. And now we have an enemy Tracer over there, who I actually end up missing, sadly. And Winston is over here again, but Winston without a team isn't that big of a threat, so he does go down. So I move back towards my sniping spot again. I see a Junkrat, don't quite hit him, and now immediately see that sniper shot pass me, meaning they now have a Widowmaker, and I have to be careful. I don't want to stand next to our Widowmaker, because their Widowmaker is going to be trying to hit that Widowmaker or me. So I want to spread out and wait for Widowmaker to either die or until I can take her out. Instead, I find this Pharah, I take her out just fine. Widowmaker is gone, but I place another Spider Mine at that balcony in case they move through it. I see a Reaper, he's invulnerable though, so I can't quite kill him. I do hit him once, but not quite a headshot, so he doesn't go down. As I see this Junkrat fire a couple of grenades through that window again, he doesn't want to move through it apparently because he's afraid of the snipers. The snipers are real. But I do hit him in the shins over here, which is actually enough to power up my recon vision. As you can see, just doing damage is very useful because you can build up your ultimate. I see this Pharah. I don't quite kill her. She's getting healed by Mercy, so I have to move out of here. Instead, though, I do see this Reaper, who I have to be very careful of. He gets grabbed by Roadhog, and I guess Roadhog was wounded there. Either way, maybe Reaper got a few good headshots off. Reaper is very dangerous up close, as you can see, so I want to be away from there as much as I can. And I now have a Reinhardt as well, pushing the payload, which is, well, better at pushing generally. I hit him in the shins a few times, and this Pharah, who came out of nowhere, I didn't see her, does end up killing me with her ultimate. If I had seen her before and go into the air, I could have probably headshot her before she could have done, well, before she could have killed us with her ultimate, but sadly that didn't happen, so it's getting quite dangerous. They only have 40 seconds left, but luckily they have no one pushing the payload right now. Pharah did go down after she killed me. Junkrat dies over here, so it's all waiting for their last big push at this moment. I place a spider mine at an area they're likely to pass, close to the payload. Now I see them lining up through here. I do hit someone through the shrubberies. I don't quite hit Pharah. They have, I think, a Reaper moving in. I can hear the teleport sounds. Yes, that's a Reaper. He is very wounded though, so I do move in closer. And right now at this distance, he is not going to do a lot of damage to me. So I can take him down quite easily. I heal up the little bit of damage I took. I see a Pharah. I wait for her, do take her down. I have enough again for recon vision, so I use it immediately to see where they're at. And as you can see, they're way too far away to actually push the payload, so we do end up winning. And there we have it, our first match with Widowmaker. She's a very good hero, as you can see. I think, I've said it before, but I do think she's better than Hanzo, generally. And she's very fun to play as well. So, thank you for watching, my name is Winas, and I'll see you in the next video.